What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tony Mac, Return of the Mac. What's happening? How y'all doing today, man? And today is a special day, y'all. You wanna know why? Because it's my birthday. Yes, today I have been blessed to see 37 years on the face of the earth, y'all. Yeah, I know I look young. I know y'all thought I was 36, but no, I'm 37, y'all. Made 37 today. How y'all doing, man? I got a lot to talk to y'all about, man. Mainly sports. I'm going to keep it all sports with y'all, man. We got the Lakers and Golden State coming up. The match of the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Holding it down for the Kings of Cali because we know the Sacramento Kings didn't make it. You know, we got Shannon, Sharpe, and Deion Sanders having an important disagreement, not necessarily with each other, but more or less about how they ended up having only one player come out of HBCUs to be drafted into the NFL. We got to talk about that one, y'all. You know, I would talk to y'all about how Ryan Garcia got bodied in that fight or whatever like that, but we all know what happened. But I am going to talk about, it's funny how there's a lot of miscellaneous reports talking about dude had broken ribs and Tank knew where to hit him and they had a mole in the camp. And it just can't never just be Tank just won, or a Floyd fighter, or TMT, or whatever. It can't never just be that. Just gotta always be, oh, we lost because of this. We lost because of that. No, you lost because your ass got hit with a punch that ended the fight. That's why you lost. That's why your ass lost, man. You know. But first, we got to talk about the Shannon, Sharpe, and Deion Sanders' opinion on the drafts. All right. For y'all don't know, the NFL drafts was just this past weekend. I know a lot of y'all ain't watching football, and I understand y'all holding it down for the brother Colin Kaepernick. I feel that. But me personally, I'm going to watch me some goddamn football. I'm going to make a day to sit back, eat some wings, and take some days off my life with some wings and beer after I finish getting some vegetables in my system. So I'm going to watch me some football, but I never really care too much for the drafts because it's like every year it's always these few players that we think gonna be something great, Tim Tebow, and they never pound out to being shit. So I really never be concerned too much with the draft, you know what I mean? However, this year had me quite concerned because they said that they may have some HBCU players coming out of the draft, coming into the NFL, right? This is something that hasn't been common since the 80s, you know, with Jerry Rice coming out of Mississippi Valley, arguably the greatest football player of all time. Without arguably, he's definitely the greatest wide receiver of all time. That ain't enough to even argue. But he comes from a small college. Shannon Sharpe, HBCU, Savannah State University, Skip. He come from a small college. You know what I'm saying? Other guys like Santana Moss, Alcorn State. You know, it's so many guys that come from small college, HBCUs, JUCO, D3 schools, stuff like that. So you know there's talent that's out there in the smaller schools. We know that. But it had me real intrigued this year because this draft, they said we had some HBCU players, right? Because with the brother Deion Sanders going out there to Jackson State and doing what he doing down there at Jackson State, you know, y'all remember that, right? We was all hype on that. Remember that, right? It was going to bring some more, you know, black players to the NFL. But this draft, we only got one. And that nigga came out the 7th round, which is the very last round of the draft. He damn sure was the very last pick. And interesting enough, he went to the New England Patriots, you know. I said, God damn it could be more white than that. The only nigga to get pulled out of the NFL goes to the most whitest named franchise in sports, the Patriots. I'm just saying, I ain't mad at y'all that like that. Shout out to New England. Y'all been doing y'all thing. But it was intriguing, you know, and I think they got the guy in the 7th round just because it would have looked bad if nobody went. Kind of the same thing with Michael Sam. Y'all remember the dude Michael Sam? He came out as the first openly gay player to go to the NFL, and he was drafted by the St. Louis Rams. They the LA Rams now, but they were St. Louis Rams back then. And he got drafted by them in the 7th round, and I felt like it was the same thing. It was like, okay, this is a political move. Like, y'all really don't want to use the dude for your team. Y'all gonna make him bust his ass to try to make the team in the preseason and all that type of stuff. And then after that, y'all gonna release him. And in 3-4 years, we never gonna hear about him again. But at least the NFL brought in an HBCU player. Well, Deion Sanders felt some type of way about it, and he voiced that on Twitter And he was just shaking his head at the NFL, as, in my opinion, as he should. You mean to tell me y'all didn't find no talent out of these dudes? Like Jackson State University, the guys he groomed himself. He was the head of grooming himself. And you telling me y'all didn't find any players? And y'all got to keep in mind, Deion Sanders promised these young boys to get them to the next level, whether it was an education, whether it's getting to the NFL, or just further them as going from a boy to a man. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, he's going to feel some type of way about this. These are kids he helped groom, you know, more than just football. These are guys that believed in him. You know what I mean? And he was shaking his head at the NFL because he's like, you can't tell me out of all the guys that are drafted, y'all telling me you couldn't find nobody else out. Y'all didn't even care and all this type of stuff, whatever. So Deion Sanders said what he said. And Shannon Sharpe got on Undisputed, and he, with respect, disagreed with Deion Sanders, which was shocking to me because I'm like, Shannon Sharpe platform jumped off on Undisputed because he was big on the George Floyd thing. He was big on talking against, you know, inequality and standing up for what's real and what's right. And we was firm behind it. It was like about time they got a brother on that saying what they want. Because you know Stephen A. Smith on the other end, I don't give a damn. If a brother did something that put a brother in a situation, then I'm the brother that brother can't count on. Kyrie. That's Stephen A. Smith with it, you know, and Shannon Sharpe was like, hold on, Skip. Because, see, I don't understand how could one person of a certain color do a certain thing and then another guy of another color, Skip, do the same thing, and it's a different crime. And we was riding with it. We was rolling with Uncle Shannon. But now I'm wondering, like, I ain't going to call him a sellout because I don't think he that. But I'm wondering, did he give the corporate answer? Because he disagreed with Deion Sanders, and he said the NFL did any and everything they can to get those HBCU players. But the way he did it was tricky and made me think he said a corporate answer, because he talked about how the first 10 draft picks in the NFL were black, right? And I call what doing shit like that is a moving of a goalpost. Because Deion Sanders never complained that the NFL didn't give black guys an opportunity. He said, why didn't they give more HBCU players an opportunity? See, Deion Sanders never said anything about a race, ethnicity, nationality, or any of that. He didn't say any of that. He just said a HBCU. And Shannon Sharpe grabbed the conversation, and he started making it talked about black players. Well, it wasn't about black players. We know goddamn well the NFL brings in black players. 75% of the NFL is black. Like, we get that. Come on now, Shannon. Don't try to make a point that don't need to be made. We get that. But the point Deion's saying is, when the schools are getting draft picks, they're going to get viewership, they're going to get sponsorships, they're going to get money and things going back to build up those schools, okay? When you're not giving those schools their opportunity to get the same showcases, these big name schools, the Floridas, the Alabama, the LSUs, the Michigans, the UConns, the USCs, and so on and so forth, if you're not giving them the same fair shake of funding, national coverage, or at least just, and Deion Sanders say, get some of these HBCU talented guys to the NFL. Because there's too many coaches that played in the NFL, that got knots in the NFL, that's saying the only difference between D1 schools and JUCO, D3s, and HBCU schools is the offense and defensive line. Skilled players or what and what. So you're telling me they don't have nobody in any HBCUs that are skilled players for the NFL. You telling me they ain't none of them dudes. You telling me that. The same HBCUs that brought you players like Jerry Rice, considered to be the greatest player of all time. Mississippi Valley, y'all. So you telling me they still ain't pouring in, you know, talent? Hell, Shannon Sharpe yourself, you from Savannah State. You went into the 7th round. You know damn well there wasn't too many wide receivers and tight ends coming out that draft better than you. But because of stuff like this, is how you drop down in that draft. So Deion Sanders, to me, had a point when he said it should have been more players. He never said that the NFL should have drafted more black players. He said it should have been more guys from the HBCUs who should have gotten fair shakes. That was all Deion Sanders' point. And Shannon Sharpe, you are living proof that HBCUs are not getting treated, players are not getting the same views or likes as D1 guys. And you know why? Because they want to make sure those D1 schools are still funded. They want to make sure they still getting a big pool of money. They want that. That's what that's about. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's about. HBCU is known for whatever school, HBCU or D1, whatever one is going to be known for bringing the best talent, is going to be the ones that's going to get the most viewership and usually going to get the best players. And the most people are going to think, well, if the HBCU guys are not going to the NFL, then they must suck. And they're going to just leave it at that without giving it a shot. That's why I wondered, was Shannon Sharpe's response corporate? I don't think he'll sell out. I just think that was one of them, hey, Shannon, we need you to get out there and say this here, 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 and here. I'm just saying, I feel like that's what it was, y'all. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not going against the brother because he still ride for what's real and what's right. But that time, I don't know about that one. Just saying, Shannon. And speaking of guys going in that draft, that quarterback out of Florida, I hope that dude great. Anthony Richardson, I hope that kid is going to be great, man. But I'm a Gators fan. I don't see it. I see athleticism. I see intangibles. But I'm sorry, my brother. That dude is throwing under 50% in college. I'm thinking this may be a black Tim Tebow effect. More athletic, more intangibles, but may not have the mechanics to play quarterback at the NFL. But that remains to be seen because I'm still rooting for the kid. I hope he proves me wrong, keeping it real with you. You know what I'm saying? I hope he proves me wrong. But yeah, Shannon Sharpe, like I was saying with the Shannon Sharpe thing, if anything, that Shannon Sharpe should have called out on Deion Sanders' ass was the fact that Deion, you were the main reason the HBCUs was getting coverage. And when you left, you're the main reason why the HBCUs are going to be forgotten. Now, that was the one thing I was waiting for Shannon Sharpe to call out. Now, I'm riding with prime time. Y'all know me. I'm not going against prime time. You know what I'm saying? That's Deion Sanders, arguably another GOAT of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Arguably GOAT of the NFL. So I'm not going against prime time. And I don't see nothing wrong with his decision to go to Colorado. However, Deion, if you would have still been at Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman would have picked up Ed Reed. I'm not saying this year we'd have got more HBCU players, but I'm thinking they would have had a higher chance of getting them. That's all I'm saying, you know. Now, moving forward, let's talk basketball because football is on the horizon months ahead. Right now is the NBA. We got Steph Family Man Curry versus LeBron Family Man James. Yeah, y'all like how I try to play y'all with that? Because they both good family men. And I love that Stephen A. Smith a few years ago, as much as we going on to brother Stephen A. Smith, because sometimes he say some shit out of pocket, I do like the fact that he called out the media for trying to make LeBron family look more villainized versus Steph Curry as the perfect family, which both of them are good families. And I didn't like that this compare and contrast, because I get it. You see LeBron, he look more muscular, look more, you know, he tall motherfucker. LeBron look like the type of nigga that even if he can't fight, if he hit you with one, he gonna fuck you up. So I get he look tougher. Steph Curry looks like a nigga that if he didn't play basketball, he'll sell insurance. I understand that. I see the fucking difference. I get it. You know what I'm saying? However, they both beautiful wives, look supportive to their husbands. Aisha Curry, a few years ago, you were saying some shit that didn't make no motherfucking sense for a wife to say publicly. However, y'all still holding it down, so I see beautiful family. LeBron James, I see the same thing. I ain't gonna cap. LeBron look like he got his shit a little bit more tight. I ain't never seen Savannah. LeBron James been in the league, nigga, since 1973, and I ain't seen Savannah James say shit. It's almost like she's just a postcard sitting on the sideline watching that nigga play, and just every 5 seconds her hands just know to clap. Every 5 seconds, you feel me? I be like, damn, that nigga LeBron, I see why they call, you know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers, Paul Pierce, you might be hating, talking about I ain't never gonna call him the king. We know she do, nigga. We know that. And that's all that matter, nigga. Long as your household look at you as a king, everything outside that household does not matter. Because their opinion of you, you should not give a fuck. You know? But LeBron, Steph Curry and them playing tonight. Who y'all got? I'm rolling with the Lakers. I'm rolling with the Lakers. Shout out to John Salley because he said something that was very catchy to me that made me think about something when they talk about these sports and major betting. And he was saying how if you want to know who's going to the finals, look at the jersey sales. Now, he did pick the Phoenix Suns, and I was like, that's where he wrecked the goddamn car. I was like, I'll ride with you, John Salley, brother. You a legend on and off the court. You could tell John Salley, one of them old school niggas, had them hoes. Yeah, you could tell John Salley, it's a nigga saying I'm doing my YouTube video, walking up, and I'm telling him, give me a second, Jack, give me 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Never seen this nigga before in my life, but he decided to come interrupt my goddamn YouTube. Y'all know I don't never edit these videos or nothing, but I'm gonna get right back to it. One thing I gotta say about that nigga John Salley, you can look at him and tell, yeah, John Salley was a cool nigga. Look like he had them hoes, everybody was cool with him, everybody liked him. However, when your ass said the Phoenix Suns was going to the fucking finals, Nick, because of the jersey sales, nigga, who the fuck you know why buying Devin Booker jerseys? That nigga Devin Booker bad as the motherfucker on that court. Cold. KD the coldest nigga with the most fucked up haircut ever. I don't care what y'all say about who the GOAT, whether LeBron, Kobe, or Michael Jordan. I know ain't no nigga with a more fucked up haircut than Kevin Durant, colder than Kevin Durant. That's straight up. I bet you that. Find a nigga with a more fucked up haircut, better player than Kevin Durant. I where? Don't exist. But ain't nobody buying them motherfucking jerseys. No Aiden, Paul, Booker, or Durant. Especially not no Phoenix Suns ugly ass colors. I'm just keeping it real. Ain't nobody buying them goddamn jerseys. How the fuck you gonna see that shit in the final? Phoenix and Denver ain't going to the finals. Who going to the finals is between Golden State and the Lakers. You got LeBron James. Ain't no jersey sale being sold more than that motherfucker. You got half the world buying that shit because they love that nigga, and the other half buying that shit to burn it. So you not about to tell me it's another jersey sale going on more than that. Then you got Anthony Davis. He might play 12 games a goddamn year. He might play 13 games a year. But that jersey getting sold every goddamn day. Y'all got out of here. You think it's going to be a bigger name team coming out there than the goddamn Lakers? You serious? Coming out the West, John Salley? Then the Lakers. Kobe Bryant. The Lakers. That franchise. You know how many niggas could be claimed to be the GOAT that put on a Laker jersey? Will Chamberlain, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, motherfucking Elgin Baylor, Shaquille O'Neal. Like, it's the Magic. If I didn't say Magic, throw that nigga name in there again. Him and Kareem was on the same team, and both of them niggas could say they the GOAT. Like, no, bruh. Come on, John Salley. Phoenix, Denver, LA. Get the fuck out of here. You want to know who going to the finals this year? Close your eyes, and I'm gonna name all 4 of the teams left remaining in the playoffs, and ask yourself what city you want to visit, nigga. I'm gonna just close your eyes and think about it. We got Denver. We got cool ass Golden State, I guess. I never been there. We got fucking LA. We ain't even gonna talk. Motherfucker getting robbed in LA all day, and niggas still go out to that motherfucker. It's still the #1 tourist attraction in America. You crazy? This niggas gang banging right at the airport, and nigga don't give a fuck. They just saying I'm going wearing all the colors so I don't get shot. Nigga, LA, come on, man. It don't make no... And I ain't even gonna throw Phoenix in there. Who the fuck wanna go to Phoenix? None of even players wanna even play in Phoenix. That's how you know ain't nobody wanna go to Phoenix for no goddamn finals. 2 years ago, it was Phoenix and Milwaukee in the most not give a fuck about finals ever. We care more about the Bubbles finals than we cared about that Phoenix finals. I'm just keeping it real with y'all, right? Can we be honest about that? Can we be real about that? I was with you on that one, John Salley, but come on, bro. We know the Lakers and Golden State is going to be one of the 2 teams coming out the finals. And if 2 weeks by now I'm wrong, we're going to burn this film, nigga. This shit is going to get deleted like I ain't never said it. I'm going to act like I'm a good-ass expert, like my nigga Gilbert Arenas, but I know he be mad when they pull up them bad takes, because most of the time Gilbert be on. Gilbert is like, when it come to sports, basketball, nigga, that nigga's like Steph Curry at the free throw line. He like 93% on, nigga. But when that 7% show up, it be like, Gil, you act like you ain't never fucking played sometime. But nah, Gilbert Arenas be on this shit. I love Gil's Arena, man. He be on this shit. And he calls it down the middle and don't give a about your feelings. So I enjoy the show. I actually do enjoy that show, man. But Speaking more of basketball, we talked about the West. I probably said the East a few times, and I'm not editing this shit. But speaking of the East and basketball, what's up with Boston, man? What's up with Boston? You know, I get y'all like, you know, hey, look, they're in the second round, they only down one and all that type of shit. Plus, we know Joel Embiid ain't going to come back but another game and a half anyway, and they're going to end up stretching out and beating Philly. I get that. But Boston should have a playoff record of 5-0 right now. I'm just keeping it real with you. Atlanta, good, heartfelt team. They're going to ride. We know Trae Young is special, all that shit. Anybody who still don't want to shave that shit off knowing his haircut look like armpit hair, Trae Young, that shit like a dirty tennis ball, nigga. It's time for you to go file it down. But they ain't had no chance against Boston, and they pulled 2 games off against y'all, Boston. What's up, baby? And last night, y'all was supposed to win. Y'all, you know, I ain't gonna say y'all let. James Harden went off, you know, 45. You know what I'm saying? He went off. It was good numbers. It wasn't no his normal, if he dropped 30, that nigga got 20 of them bitches from the free throw line. No, it wasn't one of those nights. James Harden bust y'all ass. The Philadelphia 76ers bust y'all ass. And they didn't bust y'all ass because they was better than y'all. It's just commonly, every time y'all get down in the crunch, y'all fuck up. Y'all fuck up every time it's y'all game to win. Y'all fuck up. And people are seeing that commonly. I picked y'all to win the finals this year, but shit, I'm glad I ain't put no money on that because our show would be losing it because I don't see y'all motherfuckers getting it done in the finals. Now, in the East, I still don't see no other team beating y'all. Like I said, Joel Embiid probably, I hope Joel Embiid stay healthy. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to pray that up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to wish no injury on no niggas, so I'm praying that up. God, let Joel Embiid be healthy. But in recent history, I just, you know what it is, baby. So, I don't see y'all, I see y'all beating Philly. I don't see New York or Miami get beating Boston, y'all. I'm sorry. Jimmy Butler had an ankle injury, and even if he healthy, the niggas gas. Jimmy Butler's playing crazy putting up crazy shit in the playoffs. So I can't really say if he gonna be able to carry that up going into the semifinals, then the Eastern Conference Finals, and then trying to do something in the NBA. Nah, it ain't gonna, in the NBA Finals, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, y'all. But as much as Denver looked dominant, I'm gonna go back to what I said, y'all. LA or Denver. Now, I get why we want to go to Denver, but the same shit you can get in Denver, you can get in LA. So I ask y'all again, Denver or LA? Which one y'all think going to the finals? Anyway, y'all, I'm going to end that and get back to work, man. Tony Mack, where it's always real, but it's always love. Peace.